conditions.
Today's matches we have taking on Peters and Joseph taking on Wesley. What's going to be an interesting game, I feel. Bahana taking on Prince of Wales, both of them looking for a win, and Sri Sumangala taking on what will not be a straightforward for Papare, as many think it is. Sri Sumangala will take advantage of the conditions and the home ground. DSN taking on Trinity in the venue that has been changed from Havelock Park to police. Interesting to see DS go after practicing in one ground, having shifted their home ground almost overnight, and Trinity that vast expanse competition will be interesting. And then we have today's game, Zahira taking on St. Thomas's here at Maradana. St. Anthony's taking on Lumbini. It is a must-win game for the Antonians if they want to keep knocking on the door of that plate championship. Kingswood taking on Royal. That should be a straightforward win for Royal, you'd have to think. But Kingswood have been improving week on week as well. And Science taking on Thurston. So a whole host of matches today, 7 matches down for decision.
Yes, and also the fact that most of the
Welcome back to Maradana here at the Zahira College grounds as we await kickoff in this all-important Group 1C game. This is a decisive game for St. Thomas's. If they lose this, they can count themselves pretty much out of the Cup Championship. Zahira don't absolutely have to win it. A draw or even a loss can really see them through even into the Cup Championship after that big win against Royal last week. So that's something that they need to keep in mind. But the pressure is on the visitors. And these are the standings, Group 1A. We have Trinity and Isipatana College at the top there. Both of these teams unbeaten with maximum points in their games. Abdullah and Sri Sumangala, we thought they'll be good in the season, but it doesn't look like they might be able to put their way through into the cup segment this time. And looking at Group 1B, Group 2A rather, we have St. Peter's College and Wesley College, both of them unbeaten so far. And we have some big games, the table toppers coming up in a couple of weeks' time. St. Joseph's will be looking to get 6 points today when they go out in their game against Wesley. But that should be an interesting one between 2 and 3. And then, of course, we have this current group that we're looking at, Group 3A, which doesn't really have an unbeaten team. So, well, it does. It has Zahira College, who are the only unbeaten team so far in this group, and they will be looking to maintain that tag when they finish off. And if they finish this game unbeaten, they certainly will be going through to the Cup Championship. Absolutely no problem at all. And the battle will be between Royal College and St. Thomas's College, who are both on 14 points each. I think Thurston, Kingswood and Science College will count themselves out of the running for the Cup Championship, and it will be between Thurston and SCC for the plate. Of course, Thurston will be taking points through with them if they go into the plate with St. Thomas's. So that's an important outcome for the Thurstonites as well. So that's where we stand before kickoff in the games. Advanced kickoff in most of these games because of the weather conditions, hoping that the light will not fade too quickly, and the games will be decided at the 70th minute and not before.
Yes, so this is what that group looks like, Shanak, and just looking at that group itself, you can understand how important this game is going to be. More so for the Thomians than Zahira. Zahira, having won that game last week, have a slight cushion. Sure, they'd want to definitely go out and win this game as well, but probably pressure slightly less on them rather than the Thomians.
Look out over the minarets. Let's look at the Thomian team card. We have Vishwa Aryavansa, Aman Imran and Vishwa Akash, an unchanged front row from last week. Idunet Bandara, who performed really well, is partnered by Jahan Vanigasuriya, and Shayan Nawaz drops to the bench. Romit Vijay Singh, Makhal Karnar, the captain, and Tiesha Alvihara in the third row. Archer Mendes restored to the starting lineup, and Mayank Dias is deputizing at number 10 for the injured Udan Bulatsingalage, who finds his way back to the bench today. Chanitha Haliagoda, Zaidan Akbar in a big midfield, Roja Karavita at fullback, and on the wings last week they were impressive. Both Rehan Vannasuriya and Mohammad Sabri, how they'll do under the high ball, because Chunchi kicks quite well from the pivot position for Zahira, so that's going to be interesting. Jayasena, Reginald, Meegama, DeSimon, Fernando, Nawaz, Piyaratna, Dammage, Albert and Bulat Singhalage all on the bench. Look for Udan Bulat Singhalage to have a little bit of a cameo. We don't know whether he's really fit enough to play a half an hour game, but look for him to come on for about 10 minutes. Jovin Albert last week did quite well in the 22 jersey. Abdullah coming on at number 10, and of course Shayan Nawaz has started quite a few games already, and he's given way to the senior man Manigasuri. It'll be interested to see what impact that has on the line-out.
And the Zahira outfit, Ahmad Arfat, Zain Hassan, Habib Uzni in the front rows. Amin Rifaz and Rifnaz Rimshad will be the second rows. The third row, Shamil Shiam, Muzil Samat and Saiful Zulfika will be the third row. The open side flanker Zulfika had a pretty tough day with the boots. He is their designated place kicker, and probably left quite a few points out on the park in that game against Royal. So I'm sure they'll be looking at a much improved performance from the spot from their open side flanker. Afham Abdin and skipper Hakim Chunchi, two key players in that halves combination. And in the centers, it's Zain and Farhan. The wing three-quarters will be Saraf and Patirana, and in the last line of defense will be Imad.
Not sure how much the players will appreciate running into Flair, because they've just been taking in the big gulps of air in their warm-ups. And it is pretty, but I'm not sure smoke is something you want in and around rugby players just before they kick off a game. But here we are as both teams run out in a high-pressure, cauldron-like atmosphere here at Maradona. The weather may have kept a few people away, of course, but the die-hard fans are here, and I'm sure on the Papare we have all our fans from across the world, both these teams having supporters right across the continents, from North America to the Middle East to Europe and the Far East as well, and Australia, of course, where we will be having both Thomians and Zahirians turning in. And it would have been a real shot in the arm for the Zahira College fans as well. Not many of them maybe keep real tabs on the team, but realizing that they've beaten Royal College, most of them will be tuning in this week.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the win against Royal last week has definitely given a big boost to Zahira, which is predominantly a football school in Lechanaka. So huge interest being shown. The crowds are picking up here at the Maradona grounds, and official for today, they experienced the Ishanka Bekon. I think the union has done well to appoint him in for today's game, isn't it? You want your best referee in probably what is expected to be the most closely contested and probably the game that has the most riding on it as well. So it's interesting to see how Ishanka and his assistants will do in today's game.
Conditions, of course, will play a part in this game. Like Abdullah said, a fairly heavy shower just before kickoff. It was sharp and short, but I think from the Thomian point of view, Abdullah, they might have been a little happy about that. It might nullify the Zahirian ball handling in the back line. They look quite deadly, and they will be hoping that it is a tight game from the Thomian point of view. And for Zahira, of course, they will really want to play a territorial game, and this man in your picture will be one of the architects of that. As Zahira kick off left to right on your screen, and the Thomians let it bounce, running it into center field, trying to give his kicker a little bit of an angle. Here's Makar Karnaratna with his first touch of the game. They'll need the skipper running some nice angles as Archer Mendes unleashes the powerful boot of Zaidan Akbar, who fine touch. And that looks like it was high, but nothing more than a penalty from Chanu Tahaliagoda.
Well constructed exit by the Thomians. Would have probably preferred to find touches in the Chanaka. I don't think you want to keep the game too open with the Zahira back three. As we have a look at that once again. Yes, probably slightly high. I think Zahira wing three-quarter was dipping as well. So penalty for Zahira earlier on.
What I don't love seeing is players appealing for a high tackle even before they've hit the ground, Abdullah. If you have time to appeal on your way down, it probably isn't as hard as you're making it look. And it's not any reflection on this player, but it has happened a lot, even in international rugby, and it's a shame that players are watching these international players and picking up these bad habits.
Yes, appealing in any sort on the field of rugby. It's no. Don't want to go down that football route, is Lishanka?
Certainly not. Vaniga Surya will try and interrupt this as Zahira are going through Zain Hassan. They go right to the back. Brilliantly done. Brilliantly done by Zahira. They're playing a penalty advantage already. It's 2 penalties on the trot that St. Thomas's have given away, and Zahira trying to make the first blow. They're almost at the line. This is a well-constructed maul into the 5-meter. Still going. Can they get it down? No, it's been held up. But they will come back for the penalty. So St. Thomas is not reacting well. And with a replacement hooker, Abdullah, they're missing their vice-captain, their hooker who was red-carded last week. He's not at the line out. But what a throw from Zain Hassan.
It's a brilliant start for the Zairians. It's an area of the game where they really dominated last week as well. Shanaka, one of the main reasons for Royal to lose out as well. And once again, carrying on in the same vein. Interesting. A set play by the looks of it.
Little short tap going to the short side. Just recovering in time, the Thomian defense. That's a lovely run by the big number 8, Musil Samath. Here are the Zahirian forwards. Fresh. Will want to impose themselves at the start. Gave no quarter to the Royal forwards last week. And once again, 3 penalties on the trot, but it doesn't matter because they've gotten over. And that looked like it could be real trouble for Aryavansa as Ahmed Arfat touches down. The first Amana bag try for Ahmed Arfat.
What a start for the Zahirians. A well-constructed line out from which they won a penalty. Then a set play, not quite working out, but the forwards did extremely well to show good composure, a pick and go, and Arfat just falling over for Zahira to draw first blood.
Captain. What is the line again?
Oh, good fend off as well. What a try from Sri Lanka. Set piece, double switch. Nice little good step on the edge and he's gone.
Well, I think that's well refereed by Ishan Kabekun. It was really silly from both players. Arfat, after he scored the try, just trying to get in the face of the opposition. Aggression is good, but once you've scored the try, and Aryavansa just reacting there, and referee having no hesitation in sending both props to the bin early on.
Yes, well, I have no complaints about the referees clamping down on that, isn't it, Shanaka? I think we're seeing far too much of that once a try has been scored. It's not just this instance, throughout this school season, and I think that has to be clamped down on. So, Shankar Bekon laying down the marker pretty earlier on.
That's Zulfikar, and it's a better kick from him this time. It's his home ground, and he will be honing right in the flanker. Haven't seen a forward taking place kicks probably since John Eales, Abdullah, but well done from the open side, adding the extras to a very important first try for Zahira.
Yes, what a start for the home team, just what they would have wanted.
The goal conversion, adding the extra 2 points. And here's the number 8, Musil Samath, taking it all the way up to the 22-meter line. And once again for the Thomians, it's that botched exit kick, isn't it, that allowed Zahira in, and 3 penalties on the trot. Archer Mendes. Mendes looking for Imran this time, into the 22. Mendes looking for a little bit of help from his forwards, but no protection. Mayanka Dias has to give it to Chanut Ahaliagoda. Roja Karavita stepping and dancing his way through a couple of tackles. And now St. Thomas's have a little bit more structure. Lovely tackle once again from Zulfikar. And straight through the gap goes Mayanka Dias. He was a hard man to bring down, but they do. Really good try-saving tackle that time. Akash. Archer Mendes, this is good service from the base. Here's Zaidan Akbar looking for the long ball. Straight through goes Roja Karavita up to the 5-meter line, but good, desperate defense from Zahira. Here they come through the big set of forwards. Remember, both teams missing a big player. Arafat and Aryavansa in the bin. Good latch from St. Thomas's, and Aman Imran drags it 2 meters to the line. Ball's been knocked back. Here's Aluihara. Scored 3 tries in the blue and black jersey already this season, looking for his 4th. Mikhail Karnaratna. It's a penalty coming for St. Thomas's. And the try is scored. So even exchanges here in Maradana as the Thomians get over for their first Amana Bank try.
What response by the Thomians. Zahira not exiting efficiently enough, turning the ball over on the 22. And the Thomians are doing really well to hold on to possession, create phase after phase. Mayank Dias making that half break, isn't it, Shanaka? That's what created for his forwards to just put the finishing touches. And Aman Imran with the Thomians' first Amana Bank try.
Should be a fairly straightforward goal conversion for Dias off the tee. Oh, and it's charged down. Beautifully done that time. The Zahirians did so well to pretend that they were not going to charge that one down. And Dias took his time, took it easy, and will that 2 points cost them?
It's brilliantly anticipated, you'd have to say. Just have a look at the try again. Some hard work by the forwards. Already a couple of advantages as well. Probably Mayanka didn't expect the charge down, was they, Chanaka? Maybe needed to have taken it a few meters back, but again, hindsight, wonderful thing.
Yes, I think the boy who charged it down did really well to stay out of the eye line of Dias, because he saw the team huddled under the posts and didn't think anyone was going to charge it down. Really intelligent rugby. Here's Akbar once again, thumping it into the heavens. Well collected at the back. And here's Chunji looking for that territorial gain. Dias is back though. And maybe we'll look for the safety of the touchline. And that does exactly that.
Excellent touch finder by the Thomian fly-off. Not a very good kick downfield by, I think it was Zain. Just punted it down. There was really no endeavor in the chase either. So Zahira once again employing a short line out. It's a tactic which they have employed with quite a bit of success.
Zain Hassan to throw into a 4-man line out this time. Probably look for their jumper to go to the back. That's exactly what they do, but they've gone to the front this time, and a nice space opening up for Zain Hassan. Lovely front peel. And now Zahira sets the cat among the pigeons. Lovely pass, a short pass from Chunchi up to Amin Rifaz. Lovely break from Rifaz, and now there's some width on the ball. Chunchi. Thomians have folded well this time. And Gani Seraf trying to get around the man, but they have a penalty coming. Once again, really good strike play. And this was what impressed me about the early stages of the Royal game as well. Really well executed strike plays from set piece.
Yeah, that's right. Brilliantly executed. Also what Zain did really well, Shanak. He was running along the touchline. Used his strength to good effect to stay in place. That it could have been very easy for him to go along the touchline and be pushed out, but held his shape well. And a wonderful touch finder by the other Zain in the team.
Well, Zahira are confident that was a very kickable 3 points, but they've said nope, we're going to the corner. And why not? Because their line out already has worked so well. This time they're going in with 6 men to the line out. 5 men and a receiver. See if the Thomians manage to read this one. Gone to number 2. And it's come, and they've come away with it, but illegally so. They grabbed him while he was still in the air, I think.
Yes, that was the infringement. So Zahira will once again go to touch. Few meters closer. It's 5 meters away this time.
Zain Zahin with a good touch finder there. Wajid in the crowd behind the goal post. A little bit of a double pump there which escaped the attention of the referees from Zain, but he will have a second crack. And here they go peeling off. Here's Zulfikar, almost to the line. End-to-end stuff here at Maradana, just trying to get over the line. Was a little scrum half, but it's been held up. Didn't have anything happening outside him, Afam Abdin, and just spotted the half gap before being taken over.
Yeah, brilliant work by the Thomians. That's really good defense, you'd have to say. Abdin probably felt he saw a half-back gap, but the Thomian defense just closed it down extremely quickly.
The second chat referee Shankar Abekun is having to the captain. And there's a little bit of niggle, isn't there? They're not perhaps not something that is going to contribute to the game of either side.
I can understand that emotions running high, but you just got to keep it in check, isn't it? Shanaka shouldn't be at the detriment of your performance or in terms of getting on the wrong side of the referee. As Akbar restarts play. Zain with a attempted drop goal, not quite sure that was the best option. Now the Thomians will look to counter-attack.
Karavita with the initial run. And that was Bandara, who had an outstanding debut last week. And here's Akbar with another thump straight to the opposition captain, who will return the favour when he sees some space. And it's a beautifully spotted space as well. What a wonderful kick by Chunchi. Karavita just did not read it. And as soon as Chunchi gets space, he makes that diagonal kick beautifully.
Yes, would have loved another meter inside his Nishanaga, and they have got the line out as well. But like the way the Thomians very well drilled in that aspect. It's an area where a lot of teams are just not efficient enough. We saw the
expired. And that's a no-arms tackle all day from Vishwa Akash, well spotted by and Zahira will now use another penalty advantage. Chunchi knows he has it coming. It's a beautiful kick. He's about
to try.
Number 4, look tackle. Madam second note.
Very clear instructions from referee Habekun, and spotted exactly the right man.
Number
The bounce eluding the player.
Just wondering whether I think it was Sarah who was trying to call it the post.
Well, it's Zulfikar.
Okay.
Saifullah Zulfikar with the attempt, and this is a moral victory for the Thomians that Zahira didn't choose to go to the corner. But they're looking to pile on the points. Oh, and it's just gone wide of the post, and Mayank Adayas, instead of touching down, opts instead to go for touch. And that would be interesting.
They had easier penalties, Nishanaga, a bit more adjacent to the post. So another Rexona line out in favor of the Zahirians.
Blue,
so far dominated that aspect, just like they did last week.
So Zahira spreading their players between the 5 and 15 meter line. And the Thomians don't really know how to defend this. They've got a new forwards coach, Zahira Anthony, who's got to do a lot in very little time. And obviously, this is something that he's going to be thinking about. Beautifully stolen away at the front. And it was Shyam who went on that run. Samath looking for his captain. Now they've put some width on it. Looked like it should have probably gone through the hands. Here they are. Zahira with their second wave of attack. Really good strike play from the line out. Samath is stopped in his tracks. Bandara this time uses his hands. Here's a missed pass once again. Lisat Pathirana stepping into field. Here's Samath again, using their big ball carriers to good effect. St. Thomas is unable to make the rip. And that's a little burst through by Mabdeen. Afam Mabdeen, that's the gap he wanted. That's the gap he saw. Brilliant Amana Bank try from Afam Mabdeen.
Well, the last time he attempted to go over, he was held up. This time, though, he made no mistake. Just a half cap and just sliced through it brilliantly. The scrum half in a little bit of pain, probably cramp could it be, but or just catching his breath. Thumbs up to his mate. And Zahira once again going into the lead. Afam Abdin just spotting a half gap, bursting through it, and touching down for Zahira's second Amana Bank try.
Lovely little dummy. Absolutely fell for it. The entire Thomian defense close into the ruck. And the goal conversion from Saifullah Zulfikar should be easy enough, and he adds the extra points. 14 points to 5. The home team lead. Abdullah, I think he got a bit of a telling off when he didn't pass it last time. And this time he just wanted to show exactly what he was trying to do and got the try to shut his teammates up.
Well, I think last time he was just pretty annoyed at himself, Shanaka, looking at his expression, and probably wanted to make amends. And boy, did he. It's just typical sniping run by the scrum half, isn't it?
You have to ask why the Thomian defense took so long to respond to that little break. And here's back from the sin bin, it's Ahmed Arfat. Oh, he's a monster, isn't he? Lovely run from the big prop. Had a 10-minute break after his first try. He'll be looking for another. Vishwa Akash makes the tackle in the end, but not before a good run from Amin Rifaz. Here's Zain. Taken by Dias. Here's Varna Surya. Lovely burst from Varna Surya. Still going. Important tackle, and Mayanka Dias puts the fend on. A double tackle in the end by the little number 11, Saraf. And holding on is the call. Brilliant defense from Zahira in the end.
Yes, really good defense. You'd have to say desperate defense. But you have to have more players at that breakdown, isn't it? I don't think there were enough players tracking Dias on that occasion. I thought they did really well within that counter-attack to keep the ball alive. But they really needed to get more players there in numbers.
So one thing that the Thomians have shown recently, Abdullah, is that they think rugby is a spectator sport, and that when one of their players is running, they can watch. But that's exactly what's happening there. Nobody attacking that breakdown. Looks like it's the 1-minute break for... And this break couldn't come at a better time for the Thomians, couldn't it? Because Zahira have had all the momentum.
Yeah, that's right. They seem to be getting over that gain line as well, causing a lot of problems for the Thomian defense. I just feel, Shanaka, may sound surprising, but I feel Thomians, whenever they have used Dias and fullback Karavita, they have looked a bit dangerous in those outside channels. Just like to see them be a bit more constructive. They seem to be using Akbar's boot to good effect as well.
But it's interesting, Abdullah, they haven't had a lot of ball, have they? They've had a couple of lineouts, both of which they've botched. And there haven't been any scrums in this game so far. So we've gone 20 minutes and not had a single scrum. So the Thomians don't really have a lot of platform on which to unleash those backs. They're dangerous, Chanutha Haliagoda, all strong boys who can carry the ball into contact, but they don't really have the platform from which to do it.
Yeah, that's right. And also I think guys like Haliagoda have probably need to be brought into the game much more easily, trying off that first pace to just try and get over the gain line. Just put the Zahira defense on the back foot.
Zain with that long throw, beautifully taken on the 15-meter line from Zahira. And this is the replacement hooker. You have to think there's some good coaching going on there.
Release! Tackle, release! Release!
Good work from Zahira to stay in the field of play. Zain at first receiver. Good tackle from Karunaratne. Abdeen, who seems to have recovered miraculously from his try-scoring efforts. Here's Chunchi looking for the little diagonal chip. He's done this so well. And Varna Surya ends up, it's Sabri who ends up with it. That's better from St. Thomas's, clearing out at the ruck. Mikhail Karunaratne pumping his feet up to the 50-meter line. St. Thomas's playing like Kimi Raikkonen drives. When someone's in front, they put the hard work in. Good tackle that time from the Thomian chaser, and they've counter-rucked over the ball. That's good work.
Yeah, brilliant work by the Thomians. That's a really good chase. Not quite sure of that kick by Chunchi. There was really nothing in it, isn't it? Shanakan, just looking at the Zahirian three quarters, just a small observation. I just feel they're running cross far too often, isn't it? There's no one straightening the line. Far too many skip passes when there really is no need for it. This is brilliant work by the Thomians. Just look how they get the numbers in. Drives brilliantly, and you have to give a lot of credit there to Thomians' blindside flank. I think it was
Vanika Surya who went through there, Abdullah, the number 5 jumper. So here's Aman Imran, absolutely has to make it count this time. Vanika Surya goes up, and it's crooked. Completely disappointing
Number 6
area of the game for St. Thomas's. So referee Shankar Bekun laying down the law, and Shahil Shiam, who is the pack leader for the Zahirians, is being told that he doesn't need any afters from the rest of the Zahira pack.
Once again, Zahira applying a lot of pressure at line out time, isn't it, Shanaka? They really excelled last week as well.
Right.
Carrying on that same vein.
I'm actually surprised they've chosen the scrum.
Crouch!
They've been doing so well in the lineup.
5.
I know it's not a regular option, but I think Zahira could probably have chosen it. Abdeen to feed. The first scrum of the game in the 23rd minute. Off the back comes Samath. Good tackle on him by Vijay Singh.
Oh no, okay.
And that's a good touch finder, really good touch finder from Chunchi.
Yeah, brilliant stuff by the Zahirians. Just took that one hit through their number 8, Samath. Forwards got there in time and then gave it over to Zain, who was sent play just about 5 meters away from the halfway mark.
My apologies, it was Zain with the clearance. The Thomians have another line out, and Zahira will probably sniff an opportunity.
Wait, time off.
Time is off. I think the referees have a bit of a communication issue.
15. 15.
Watching the players at the back. Abdullah, Zahira really having a go.
Right. Line back
Arafat
on.
getting under the skin of the Thomians, and you have to say it's working. It's better from Wanika Surya. First Rexona line out one. And Chanu Tahaliagoda gives off to Zahira and Akbar.
No,
Who
run
palms
away.
off Zain. And it's quick ball available for Dias. Dias with a little burst through, looking for support now. Straight
Back and
through
run
he
away.
goes into the 22. Archer Mendes looking for willing runners. Finds one in his captain. Archer gives it to the blind side. Romit Vijay Singh is a man, but they've held him up. This is good. Does Vijay Singh to get that back from what would have been a maul. Now they want to come against the grain.
Clear release.
Good game management there from
Get back.
Ishanka Bekun. Here's Arya
Back and
Vansa
release.
coming out
No
the
hand.
sin bin, wanting to make amends.
No hands.
Still
no
going,
hands.
it's-
Mike. No hands.
Deadly stuff here in the wet. So difficult to get a hold onto these jerseys. Body's wet as well. Good bust straight up the middle. Archer Mendes looks and he scores. The two scrum halves have done the identical job. And the senior man restored to the number 9 jersey ahead of Rico Pieratna shows why he deserved it.
Brilliant work by the Thomians. And once again, Shanak, it was all started by that half break by Mayanka Dias, isn't it? Just got behind that first line of defense, and from then on, the Thomians continuously applying the pressure, pushing the Zahirians on the back foot, and wonderful control by the Thomian forwards. Eventually, Mendes going over for the Thomians' Sakaramana bank try. And what a role that man is playing, Mayanka Dias, with that initial break. Now with an opportunity to just narrow the lead to 2 points. Does not find the mark. But nonetheless, the Thomians strike back well. The good thing from the Thomians is whenever they've got into the 22 of the Zahirians, they've made it count, isn't it? So that's where Zahira will probably need to be in play. We've got an efficient in the way they've carried out their attack.
Yes, they need to just play better rugby without the ball. The goal conversion unsuccessful from Dias, so he's none from 2 today as Varna Surya collects and runs it straight up the touchline, trying to create an angle. Karunaratne, St. Thomas is being met well in the spot tackle. Akbar can't kick this out.
Stay.
But he does. That's two really unacceptable errors in the exit. The tackle will
Give a little bit of credit to Zahira as well. Not quite sure who it was, but there was a lot of pressure being applied to Akbar from his left shoulder. So he was forced to kick towards the right side, and he had the touchline to worry as well.
Here's Zain. Nice take by Shyam. Now they've varied the line out really well. Wanika Surya with a tackle again.
Stay. Use it.
Abdeen looking at his options, gives it to his captain, who loops around Zain. Nice little burst, but again they miss pass, and Varna Surya has to come around and make the hit.
Use
In
it.
fact,
Leon.
it's Zabri with the number 14 jersey. Zain. Samath. Used him well in midfield. Samath has taken a couple of defenders every time. Here's the big man, Amin Rifaz. Abdeen. Again to Zain
All away.
now.
Blue roll away.
Called on to
Go
do
back.
the throwing duties from his lock position. Here's a nice little short passing. Good hands from Zahira coming back into the field of play. It was Patirana. In fact, it's Sarah from that right wing wearing number 11.
Roll away. Roll away.
Good discipline from St. Thomas's, not conceding a penalty in several phases. But now Zahira have a opportunity, and it's Samat. Did he get there? No, he didn't. Just in touch. An important try-saving tackle, but from a Thomian point of view, they've got another line out to throw in.
Yes, and this time it'll be just 5 meters
First come
away
forward.
from the try line. But looks like there was a knock-on in the process. So they'll have a scrum
Mark here.
with an opportunity to clear their lines.
Mark here.
Once again, just feel Zahira three-quarters are running a bit too cross, isn't it, Shanika? Just feel that they could so much better if just someone
Started.
straightens the line out. You could see on multiple occasions
Right.
they're running out of space in that outer 5-meter channel.
5 minutes more. 5 minutes more.
5
Crouch.
minutes more to the half-time break.
Bind. Sit. Keep your bind. Number 8, keep your bind. Flank us in. Stop.
Oh, that's a brilliant scrum from Zahira. But Chanuta Haliagoda tries to get away. Like a horse trying to burst out of the stables. Here's Mikhail Karunaratna again. Takes a bit of stopping, but the spot tackling from Zahira has been brave today.
Stop. Take an in.
Here's another big thump. And mentioned there a football school, bit of a header there. And the missed tackle. But Varna Surya gets there in the end.
You sit.
Abdeen,
High tackle.
Vishwa Akash with a high tackle there. And really needless.
Yeah, ball carry atagi nisa tame. Just a penalty only, ball carry atagi nisa.
Yeah, so nothing malicious there, but careless, you'd have to say, Shanika, is that they had Zahira on the back foot. Just needed to show a little bit more discipline. Was wrong-footed to a certain extent. It's just that illusion of the hand going towards the neck. Zain drives play upfield. Not one of his better touch finders.
Yeah. Captain.
That was an important penalty, wasn't it? St. Thomas's needed to try and get a score just before half-time. But I'm sure not many people would have argued if that was a play on.
So one thing about the high tackles is Shanika, all referees have been relatively consistent, is that if there's any inclination that you're going towards the neck or even a seatbelt tackle, it's always being penalized. Coming in and out, you just cannot do that.
Leave the line out. You can't.
Yes, you can't stay within that region. Just have a look at this once again. It was Zahira's
Ahmed Arfat.
Ahmed Arfat moving away as the ball was thrown in, which he cannot do.
That was a reprieve for the Thomians. Now they get an opportunity maybe to spend the next few minutes in the Zahirian half and see what comes of it. But a technical penalty there. It's a difficult game to play, isn't it, Abdullah, sometimes?
Most definitely is, and that's why you've got to have a bit of empathy for the referees as well, as the Thomians win a line out. Mikhail Kanatilga taking the ball up with skipper. Makes good ground. Now an opportunity here for the Thomians, and fortunately Akash for the second time making an error, giving the Zahirians a bit of a reprieve.
That was the other Vishwa, Abdullah, Vishwa Aryavansa. He's been having trouble with his ball handling over the course of the season, and if I was Sohiru Anthony, I'd say get out of the way and get let the others touch the ball, just clean out hard.
Another thing I think a lot of teams just need to think about is, Shani, the forwards have got to be running into the ball, isn't it, if they're going for the crash ball. It's something which probably all coaches would do well to work on.
Here's Zain. Spots a little bit of space, but Karavita has it covered now. He's not a kicking fullback, he's a running fullback. Lovely little ball over the top, and Oh, that just didn't find hands. And he's stepped into touch.
Line out.
Could have been danger if Dias's hands went to Varnasuriya.
Yeah, definitely. The chase was a bit lethargic by Zahira. They just didn't have the numbers up. And Karavita has looked pretty dangerous, I think, even more so when he has linked up with Dias. Fortunately for Zahira, that pass just not finding the mark.
Wait.
Kamesh Fernando right on the spot there to spot the Zahirian foot in touch. It's been a week of WhatsApp chats about feet in touch, isn't it, Abdullah? As Aman Imran will look to find Vanigasuriya, who does well. And he has a nice flat ball from Akal Karnarath. You want him to see him in space. Good work in the end to bring him down. Good tackle technique from behind. Here's Imran. And St. Thomas's will maybe look to go in 1 point behind with not a lot of time on the clock.
That would be the smart call, you'd have to say.
Vishwa Akash. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Number 8.
Not sure who made that call, but going to be a hero or a zero.
As well, having made the call, the Thomians have got to make it count.
Last play.
Final play of the half.
Set. Steady.
Will the gamble pay off?
Flankers in. Number 18.
Increase the numbers. Mayanka Dias now. No hands, and Roger Karavita goes down in a heap in the face of a high tackle.
Wait.
Yes, that was terrible technique by the Zahirian skipper. Just lunged at him. Made no attempt to go low. Very correctly. Being penalized. Once again, the Thomians going for a scrum. From this position, I can understand the line-outs not functioning as well as they did. But just feel previously they needed to have taken the points.
Yes, it was directly in front. Dias is a good enough kicker to get you the 3 points, and going in to half-time just 1 point behind would certainly have given them a morale boost, because Zahira have played much better in this game so far. Oh dear. That was really smart scrummaging. Really smart scrummaging. This is the dark arts, Abdullah. They walked it back. They unsettled the Thomian front row, and then they put the shove on. That is not easy to do. That is not easy to do in concert, and Zahira have just absolutely milked the opportunity there. Fantastic forward play.
Yes, fantastic forward play. And also, I think, Shanik, it probably took them unawares, isn't it? The Thomians wouldn't have expected that drive from the Zahirians. And also, I think the penalty was for, I think, one of the Thomians players used his hands in the scrum, isn't it? Which you are not allowed to do.
It's good game management for referee Shankar Bekun. I think he's kept his card in his pocket for the high tackles since that first few minutes, and I think that's good because they've been accidental. They haven't been malicious, and it's really been an interesting game so far. Zahira, you'd have to say, will be happier at the end of 35 minutes.
Well, considering the fact, Shanada, where they had an opportunity to reduce the lead to just 1 point, and they didn't take it.
Well, you watch that man walking off in the center of your screen in that green shirt, Danushka Boteju, former Sri Lanka prop. That little bit of work that the Zahira front row did, you can put that all down to him. Fantastic work to milk the penalty there.
So that's the halftime confirmation for you. 14 points to 10. Zahira ahead, and we'll see you on the other side after the commercial break.
අබාන්ස් ෆ්‍රිජ් කියන්නේ අබාන්ස් ෆ්‍රිජ් කියන්නේ පවුලට හරිම ෆ්‍රිජ් එකක් අබාන්ස් ෆැමිලි එකට හරියන අපේ රටේ ෆ්‍රිජ් එක
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence. Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence. Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamai.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට
සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබටයි
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Let's KFC
Making moments special. Most value for money from KFC.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamai.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න
සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබටයි
For passion, a competitive spirit is for the night owls, the hard workers. It's for those who do and want to keep doing. Right, real energy.
එතකොට මහත්තයාරුනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Introducing the 2025 TVS Apache RTR 204V.
මාස 24ක් දක්වා ගෙවීමේ පහසුකම් සමගින් මාසික වාරකයේ රුපියල් 4999යි. අබාන්ස් ජාතියේ පරිගණක සැපයුම්කරු.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න O3 Spirit and Freedom perfumed body spray.
Perfectly. Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun Tamari.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
හඳුන්වදන කීල්ස් ක්‍රෙස්ට් සෝස් රස දෙකකින් ටොමාටෝ රසෙන් සහ නයිමිරිස් රසෙන් කීල්ස් ක්‍රෙස්ට් නිවසින් පාවිච්චිට පහසු වෙනස් පැහැඩයකින් යුත් රසකාර කඩංගු නැති හලල් සහතිකයලා කීල්ස් ක්‍රෙස්ට් සෝස් රසගුණ සපිරි කෑම මොහොතකට
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවුසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබටයි.
එයාව හැල්ල බලන්න ක්ලාස් එකට ගෝ.
Black Light Go Pocket Perfume Youth එකට ගෝ එකක්.
Welcome back to live pictures here from the Zahira College ground at Maradana. Fortunately for us, the weather has stayed okay. It's not dry, but the heavens have not opened. But it is a finely poised game. Just one score in it, 14 points to 10 at half-time. This was the first try scored by Ahmed Arfat. Little bit of afters resulting in yellow cards for Vishwa Aryavansa and the try scorer. Then superb conversion by Zulfikar Saifullah. So Thomas is hitting back almost immediately. With the penalty advantage. Looks like it was Aman Imran who touched down and a superb charge down again. Didn't see exactly who it was. And Afam Abdin conjuring a try out of nothing for Saifullah with another goal conversion. Abdullah, you have to think, St. Thomas's did hit back through Archimendes, but you have to think that if that conversion had gone over, which was a really easy conversion, and they'd taken the penalty towards the end of that first half, they'd be in the lead.
Yeah, absolutely.
Out.
Could understand sometimes that the conversion being blocked, losing a little bit of concentration, probably taking it a bit too easy, but the decision of not taking the penalty right in front of the post will be interesting to see whether it will come back to haunt them in the final analysis. A 1 point deficit going into the second half would have just put a bit of pressure and jitters into the Zahirian camp.
Zahira have been certainly the better team in the first 35 minutes.
Time on.
But from the Thomian point of view, they'd be happy that they did manage to get a lot of line breaks. They did manage to get behind the Zahirian defense. They just don't have enough people supporting the ball carrier at crucial times. The reaction speed, not good enough. And Zaidan Akbar puts on a nice restart. And in the end, it's an ugly old kick, but something might come of this. Raja Karavita runs straight into the biggest man. And referee says no high tackle there.
No hands, no hands.
Been pretty
Go away.
strict on
No
that.
hands.
Here's Mayank Dias off to Mikhail Karunaratne, the captain. Running a good line there was referee Shankar Bekun, but now they've got space for Sabri. Sabri does well to stay in field.
Advantage.
And
Great
here's
advantage. Number
Vishwa
one.
Akash. Lovely handoff from Mikhail Karunaratne, those silky basketball hands. And Zaidan Akbar at first receiver. He knows only one way, but so does Samat as he pummels him back.
Turno is good. Turn. Hey. No advantage. Turno is good. That's the penalty. Number one. Offside.
So first
Offside.
penalty of the second
Number one.
half conceded by Zahira.
Yes, that's a really good counter-attack by the Tomians. Getting themselves into good positions now. And they decided to take the kick. I have no problem with that option. Well within Mayank Dias' radar.
Well, he's a left footer, Abdullah. And this is the wrong side for the left footer. And it's inside the 22. Scrum or a line out would really have been a better option from this one.
It's a fair point, Shanika, but I just think in the context of the game, I think this is a good call. Saying that regardless of whether it goes over or not, without the benefit of hindsight. Dias strikes it well, and the Tomians have narrowed the lead to 1 point, courtesy the penalty of Mayank Dias.
Well, that's a really good kick. It's his first one off the tee today, which is unusual for him. And he manages to get the angular conversion. Never easy when you're kicking from that side of the field as a left footer. But St. Thomas's will be grateful that they've got a score early on in the half.
Zain with the restart, just 1 point in it.
This is a good restart, but Akbar again under enormous pressure. And a little bit of a nutmeg that time for Imad Dinam. Has to run back, and he's left this ball behind. Can he score? Varna Surya cuts back in. Had the line at his mercy. Oh, that's got to be cynical, surely. St. Thomas's have to score from here.
Release. No.
Bandara gets close to the line.
Backwards.
Zahira have regrouped really well in defence. Archer Mendes now. And the try is scored. T.S. Vihara continues his rich try-scoring form in the number 7 jersey. But you have to feel for Imad Dinam. The bounce of the ball just completely defeated him.
Yeah, that's right, Shanika. But again, what a wonderful follow-up by the Tomians as well. Chased, applied the pressure. Imad did recover the ball, but then again, he just slipped out of his hand, isn't it? But the Tomians were there in their numbers to make it count. And what a start for the Tomians in this second half.
Good body position from T.S. Vihara. I thought Varna Surya could have finished off, but he did well to keep the ball in play. And Dias just recovering his breath, using that new technique. I haven't seen him do this too much before. And gets another 2-pointer for the gold conversion.
Yes, what a start in this second half for the Tomians. And interesting, Shanik, we've observed Dias learned what he did from the last time, has taken that kick a few meters behind. So, learning on the go is the Tomian fly half. And what a start it's been for the Tomians in this second half. Aluvihare, wonderful body position. Going on for the Tomians' third Amana Bank try.
Well, if the Tomians are wondering why he's at the top of the try-scoring list, it's because he's got that body position. Nice touch finder from Zaidan Akbar there.
Penalty. Go back, please. Go back, please. Penalty.
Shunchi,
Back on.
you have to say that the Zahira team, after that win over Royal, probably put too much pressure on themselves. They're arguing referee Shankar's decisions. He's told them several times in the half. He's told both teams, but specifically Zahira. And now they've given away unnecessary field position.
Yes, and they just seem to have got on the wrong side of the referee as well, isn't it, Shanaka? So it's just a matter of Zahira now regrouping. Five-man line out is the call.
Vanika Surya restored to the starting lineup after a bit of a knee niggle against Science College. Has been the go-to man in the lineouts, but Zahira have competed really well, as they do again. And now they've won it.
Advantage over.
Zain kicks the ball away, and as soon as you do that, advantage goes away. And Roger Karavita has to go all the way back. And this time, he opts to thump it into touch, and that's a lovely touch finder. I haven't seen Karavita actually kick to touch before, and I don't know why he doesn't do it more often.
Yes, well, you did mention in the first half, Shanaka, that he doesn't have a kicking game. But just proved that he does, because don't think running from that situation would have been the best option. So good work by the Thomian fullback, sending play almost back to the halfway mark. And just like that, Zahira now under pressure. What a start it's been by the Thomians in this second half.
Certainly is. Got an early try, Zahira. It's really settled their nerves, and that's a good win at the line out again. Chunchi across for Zain, and it's been spilled. Chanutahaliya got it as well, and they're still playing, but looked like the players didn't want the advantage.
Yeah, I think the Thomians just missed an opportunity there, Shanaka. Just should have played on. Zahirans had hands on heads with that knock on. Just have a look at that once again.
I think it was Patirana who tried to straighten it just before he caught the ball. Yeah, I was talking about it earlier about St. Thomas's thinking that it's a spectator sport. It is, but not when you're actually on the pitch.
Set. Keep your bind.
It's better scrum from the Thomians. Haliagoda looks for Varna Surya. Varna Surya bursting through. Good little half break, and did well to hold on to the ball there. Kyle Karunaratna to Jahan Vanika Surya.
Get back.
Archer Mendes going short side. It's a lovely cutback. Really good cutback that from Sabri. Karavita acts as halfback. Here's Alavihara. Puts his shoulder into the contact. Good tackle from Arafat. Here's Aryavansa. Holds on to the ball that time. Really good run from the loose head prop. Here's a tight head prop. Smashed back by Samath, who has been outstanding on both ends of the ball. Lovely little short pass to Alavihara, who does well to hold on to that ball. Mayanka Dias, Varna Surya cutting back against the grain. And superb defense from Patirana. Outstanding defense.
Yes, brilliant work by the left wing. Getting his hands on the ball when his team was under an enormous amount of pressure. Just thought the Thomians' tracking was really good up until that point.
My apologies, it's Ghani Saraf with that steal. Really good work from the winger.
Thomians are definitely looking much more threatening. Just feel they're running much more straighter lines using their forwards. Zahira have been forced to make a lot of tackles.
Back, blue.
Three-man line out this time. Vanika Surya puts some pressure on, and in the end it's Vishwa Akash who manages to steal the ball away. And here's Bandara. Good run from Bandara. Doesn't survive the clean out, Chunchi. Here's Mikhail Karnaratna. Heavy shoulder into the tackle of Zain Hassan. Here's Aryavansa once again. Karunaratne calling for the ball. He's on his own.
Back, get back.
Aluvihara loses his feet but doesn't make any material impact, and that's Romet Vijayasinghe. St. Thomas's will be content to play this tight for a while at least in this game now that they've taken the lead. Mendes directing traffic, and now he'll look to give it. Here's Aliagoda. Runs into the tackle of Zain, who does brilliantly to rip the ball away from the burly Thomian centre, and now Varnasuriya has Zain bearing down on him. Patirana turning defence into attack. Here's Abdeen ghosting across the field. Abdeen still going. Abdeen looks for space. Oh, and he's knocked it forward. Sabri will look to run this one back, but they'll come back for the knock-on advantage.
Offside, all.
Oh dear, had the line at his beckoning. Fortunately, not collecting the ball. This game is definitely heating up, isn't it, Shanaka? Both teams have definitely lifted their intensity. But give real credit to Zahira as well, isn't it, Shanaka? Under a lot of pressure on a couple of occasions, they managed to spoil and thwart the Thomians' attack.
Really good work from Zain there to rip the ball just straight out of the arms of Chanutta Haliagoda. Put the kick in, and then it was every man for himself. Varnasuriya did well to get back. Referee saying, don't bring your jumper down in the tunnel. Bring him down in the line.
Back, get back.
Lots of jargon, of course.
5 meter.
So what variation will Zahira use today?
Ball.
Go to the front. The Thomians have managed to push this one towards the touchline, but now they need to regroup. Conceded a 22-meter driving maul try against Science College, and are they about to do one again? And they're over. Amana Bank try for Zahira. Easily done. And it's the big man, Zain Hassan, once again, who touches down. That was a thumping march from the Zahira forwards. And what a try. And the Thomians twice in 2 weeks conceding 2 long-range driving balls.
What a driving ball by the Zahirians. Under pressure, they absolutely needed that, wasn't it, Shanaka? So far in this second half, it's been all St. Thomas's. Once they got a bit of momentum, there was no stopping him. And Zain, back off the maul, knew exactly when to fall over.
Good positioning from the assistant referee as well, following that ball all the way. Little help from the Zahira water carrier as well. And try was easily scored. Saifullah Zulfikar across the face of the post, so it'll remain a 1-point game, but absolutely nothing in it, Abdullah. You can't drag the ball back by the scruff of its neck, as the Thomian forwards found out. And look at the number of Thomian forwards standing around, the Thomian players standing around, not getting stuck in, and they needed to get stuck in early.
That's right. It's always very difficult once a maul has got a bit of momentum to stop it legally, isn't it, Shanaka? And that's exactly what it was. And boy, did Zahira need that score, because it looked in this second half as if it was going to be all St. Thomas's.
The drizzle might have started again, so this might affect proceedings. We don't know how yet, but we will see. Zain again off the outside of his foot. It's not a great kick, but it might do well enough for Karavita to get away from the first line of defense. Here's Varnasuriya. Puts his ears back. And Zahira's defense collapses well. Ghani Seraf has been really good, and they've stolen this ball away. How they have done this, we don't know, but they've done excellently. Stays in field for Karavita. Will try to outrun the chasing forwards. And that looked like might have been a good steal. Just by the big number 13, Farhan Fazat. St. Thomas has somehow managed to retain the ball as the heavens open. And now this is dangerous stuff where you throw the ball around with long passes. Lovely kick. Outstanding kick. Oh my goodness. What a stunning kick that was from Zain.
Well, and misread by the Tomian backs as well. Just 5 meters or 6 meters away from the try.
But if that was a match-winning kick, this might be the one. Full line out. Can guess what's coming here. Shyam takes it. They try to sack, and they've dropped it. So managed to neutralize that maul. It's a dangerous tactic to try and sack so close to the line.
Advantage.
Not rolling away is the call. You can see that very clearly. Thomian body just lying there. Still not getting out of the way. Finally gets back Arya Mansa.
Back, get back. Get back.
Here they go. Close to the line. Samath. Zahira with their tails up now. The crowd urging them on. Doesn't need the advantage as the Amana Bank try is scored. And it's the big man coming off the bench. We'll tell you who it is in a moment. But the fresh legs have done the job. It's Sabran Farzan who touched down for the Ramana Bank try. And Zahira regained the lead rather. Ahmed Riaz it is. The jersey numbers we've got suggested it was Farzan, but it's Riaz.
So Zulfikar with the goal conversion attempt. Quite casual. Strikes it well, and the cheer of the crowd will tell you that he's hit his mark. And just like that, the Zairians have gone into a 6-point lead. And what a second half this is turning out to be, Shanaka. Both teams throwing everything at each other.
Well, they've thrown their trump card in, haven't they, St. Thomas's? Udan Bulat Singalage has come onto the pitch. And we've got Meegam also coming in at hooker. Wonderful conversion by Saifullah. He's kicked the ones that mattered. And Akbar will try to drop this one into space. It's been knocked forward once again. T.S. Alavihara again going on his own. Zahira now with a renewed vigor. They've got a second win. And Chanu Tahalia knocks it forward, but there was no there was no advantage from the original knock-on.
It's probably one area where Zahir will need to look at his when receiving the restarts. Haven't been as good as they should be.
Hurry up.
Tomians had the advantage of the knock-on by the Zahirians, so they'll come back for that.
It's very long advantage as Arya Mansa shifts to the tight head side. And Meegama, in fact it's Imran.
Bye.
And Meegama will go on to the loose head side of the scrum. Vishwa Akash has been taken off. It's an interesting call as Akash was having a good game. And it's gone backwards according to the referee, but not the second time.
Yes, I think teams now will need to just keep in mind that there has been a little bit of a shower, so things are quite slippery underfoot. They've got to make that adjustment. Shanak, I think there is quite a contrast what it was before halftime to what it is now.
The quality of the passing has to be better as well, Abdullah, hasn't it? You can't give passes above the head or at the bootlaces and expect them to be caught. I'd like to see St. Thomas's make a substitution and bring Rico Pieratna on now. Archer Mendes has had a good game, but need a little bit of attacking threat from the base. Here's Samath, goes off the back. Vijay Singh makes the tackle.
Back. Taken in.
Zain.
Back. White, move. Number 6.
Lovely kick. Superb chase as well. Looked like it might have been an early tackle.
Number. Right. Others back. Okay, number 10. මම්මාට කිව්වා මැච් එක පටන් ගද්දි ප්‍රෙඩික්ෂන් එක තමයි ෆයිනල් ඩිසිෂන් එක. නෝ ආන්න එපා. රයිට් කරන්න එපා. ඔයාලා යන්න පිටිපස්සට. මම ඩිසිෂන් එක දෙන්න. නෝ බෑක්. ඒක ජස්ට් ඩිරෙක්ට්. ඒක මෙයා ගේ බල් ඉවරයි. හරි. මෙයා කමිට් වෙලා තියලා ටගල් එකට. හරි. සෝ මම just a penalty only. Penalty only. කමිට් ලා ඉවරයි. එයා නොකෝන් උනාට පස්සේ තමයි. Right. Thank you. Captain. Number 21. Captain. Ball carrier යටට යන්නේ. ඒක නිසා ඒක just a penalty only එකක් විතරයි තියෙන්නේ. මේ condition එක නිසා penalty එකක් විතරයි තියෙන්නේ. කලෝ කාඩ් එකක් නැහැ. වාර next time මම ඊළඟට මම ආවොත් ඒක නිසා යන්න. No thanks.
Mohamed Chunchi, Hakim Chunchi rather, living on the edge. He's been knocked forward and I think penalty only is very much the correct call there. So knock forward before the high tackle.
Good touch finder by Akbar, just outside the 22. The referees clamping down on high tackles. I think players just need to be a bit more aware, Shanaka. Now, even on that occasion, was that tackle actually necessary? The knock-on was already made. Maybe if he had just gone and stood in front of the man just to see what would have happened, would have been better. Another Rexona line out. It's an area of the game where Zahira have dominated, but this time they have been penalised for closing the line out.
Closing the gap is the call, and Jehan Manigasuriya at the front of the Thomian lineout would be very relieved. He's been talking to the referee about it all game, but this is not a penalty. They can't take a scrum. They've got to tap it and run. Mikhail Karunaratne. Archer Mendes. Here's a new man, Meegama.
Release.
Mendes. Aman Imran places nicely. And again, Romit Vijay Singh slips in the turf. Varna Surya, who's been looking for work today. Udan Bulak Singalage. Fresh off the bench after 3 weeks out. Hasn't played a game this season so far.
Release, Holiday. No.
Trundling forward.
Use it.
Thomians sensibly keeping it close.
Release. Back.
But Zahira have done well in these close quarter encounters. They've managed to rip the ball away and steal the ball from the breakdown. Mayanka Das Bulat Singalage cutting back in field. Not trying the expansive
Offside.
stuff.
Number 5, penalty advantage.
Still going. Mikhail Karnaratne turns and tries to form a maul. Imran asking for it. Lovely short ball to Tiashala. And here's Aryavansa, goes towards the 5-meter line, dives over it. The Thomians keep coming, this blue and black wave.
Another offside, number 9.
Playing under advantage. Now they can use it. Vijay Singh.
Another offside. High tackle.
And the try is scored. Amana Bank try.
4 minutes offside.
From Mikhail Karnaratne, the skipper. A captain's try.
Yes, and just to add insult to injury, a Zahiran player has been shown the yellow card. There were multiple penalty offences conceded in that passage of play. And once again, the Thomians storming back with an Amana Bank try. And with Dias with an opportunity, with a goal conversion to give the Thomians the lead once again. Right under the post. Don't think he's going to make any mistake with this, and he doesn't. So once again, the Thomians go into the lead, and Zahira for the next 10 minutes will need to manage the game with one player down as well. This is really brilliant controlled aggression by the Thomians. You'd have to say, wave after wave, showed good discipline. I thought the tracking of the forwards was really good. Zahira were really trying to poach and put pressure at the breakdown, but they always had numbers to support. And went going under the post with Dias' conversion. 1 point lead. What a game this has been. 15 minutes to go. Zahira down a player, 1 point in it.
Good conversion from Dias. How important will that prove? Takes his time before putting this one into touch. Thomian number 10. But I thought, here's the yellow card incident. Let's look at who it was that time. I think it might have been the outside, in fact it's Shyam.
Yes, I think there were about 3 penalties in the run-up to that try. So
Yeah, blue,
referee
blue, blue,
had
blue.
no hesitation whatsoever.
Back, 10 meters back.
And that's been overthrown, and Romit Vijay Singh runs onto it. Archer Mendis does well, and it's a very good short pass to Bandara, who did excellently. Mendis, little snipe from the base. Mikhail Karnaratne, they're using their hands now to Udan Bulat Singalage. Bulat Singalage with a short pass to Varna Surya, needs to get back and help his winger. They do well to secure the ball there. Aman Imran now beats one tackle. All the mud on these legs and shorts and jerseys make it difficult to hang on at close quarters. Mendis, Akbar, Dias, straight through goes Karavita. Karavita gets the ball away to Sabri, who dives over for the score. Double blow by the Thomians.
Brilliant by the Thomians. Wave after wave. Drawing the man and passing. And that's one really good aspect of that phase of play, Shanak, was how straight the 3 quarters ran. Drew and pass. Just created that overlap. And Karavita did really well to just stay on his feet. They loved the wing 3/4 to get behind his opposite number before he passed. And once again, the Thomians storming into a 32 points to 26 lead.
Superb bit of play from Karavita there. Dias with a really important conversion. Nice to see the Zahira College fan hushing the supporters up there as they try to put Dias off. Always good to see those kind of rugby values being practiced by the fans as well as the players.
Brilliant work by the 3/4.
6.5.
So once again, there Micah Dias just looked up in front. He saw that there were numbers outside him. Didn't do anything. Just drew and pass. And now Zahira with everything to do.
It's still a 6-point game, Abdullah. So you think it's certainly not beyond Zahira. And here's Dias looking to give the ball away, and he does exactly that to Tisha Aluihara. Aluihara looking for support, finds it now through Archer Mendes. Oh, that's come off the hand, and it might be another yellow card for Zahira. Got to look at the points now, Abdullah. They've got to get more than 6 points ahead.
Yeah, that's right. Chinch's hand getting in the way. Referee adjudicating that it was deliberate. It's well within Antadias' range.
Deliberate knock on. It's a yellow card.
And now Zahira down to 13 players.
Back.
I think Hakim Chunchi can count himself lucky it's taken till the 60th minute for him to get a yellow card.
Time back on.
Treading the line
3 points
for a while now. And sanity has prevailed, and Dias will take the kick. Regardless of whether it goes over, it will be the right decision to make.
Probably if the referee had the benefit of the replay, maybe the Zahira skipper would have got away with it. But as you can said, Sanaga, he was constantly on the wrong side of the referee. So Bekon had the opportunity, and Dias makes no mistake. Just like that, the Thomians have gone into a 9-point lead with as we approach the final 10 minutes. What a second half it has been. The lead has swung both ways.
Blue captain, 5 minutes more.
Well, for Radhika Hettiarachchi and Danushka Boteju on the bench of this Zahira team, they've got to say the Thomians have not shown ruthlessness in recent seasons. And now that they've got a little bit in front, are they going to relax? Are they going to allow you back into the game? Well, there's only one way for Zahira to find out. They've got to throw everything at it.
Yeah, that's right, Shanaka. Zain restarts per play. That's very well managed by St. Thomas's. No chances. Collecting the ball and just kicking it into touch. Have to say from this situation, it's absolutely St. Thomas's
Number 13, Dahatunov.
game to lose. 5 minutes more was the call from referee Abekon. Also need to keep in mind, Shanaga, Zahira, even if they lose this game, those bonus points could become very important the way this group is shaping up.
St. Thomas is getting 2 losing bonus points against Thurston as well.
Get back.
And Zahira, if they can get those 2 points today, it will make a huge difference in their efforts to get into the cup. Abdeen. First time that Zahira have had some meaningful ball since they scored their last try. It's slow ball.
Advantage. Offside.
Well, it's up to us to discuss a Swiss Tech player of the match as well, Abdullah. This man has been very good for Zahira. Zain. Karavita for St. Thomas's, I think, has been very, very good. Mayank Dias has piloted the team around as well, and the forwards have all played really well. It's going to be a tough one to pick a Swiss Tech player of the match.
There's a thought just in that middle period of this second half, the way the Thomians just picked their game up. Give them a lot of credit. And the wonderful touch finder by Zain.
Well, will this set up a grandstand finish?
Time off.
We know what's coming from this Zahira pack.
Number 1. Blue number 1. Off. Off.
Aryavansa is off after 65 minutes. Saifullah taking over the leadership duties that Shyam is off. But don't forget that
Wait,
Zahira
time
don't
off,
have
time off.
one of the key men in their line out, Shyam
Yeah.
and
Wait,
Chunchi, both
numbers,
off.
Numbers,
So playing against 13.
4 man.
So no driving maul coming at this point,
Line
but
back
they
on.
will have something up their sleeve.
Stay on the line. Stay on the line. No contest. Ball.
Well, they do have it at the back.
Lose it, one.
Coming off the back was Rimshad. And the penalty is coming, and you can see that the Thomians celebrate like
17.
they've won the game. Amin Rifaz, and there was a neck roll in there.
17. Clear.
Riaz is the man. He scored the try, but that time he's given away an important penalty.
Brilliant work by the Thomian pack. What they did well there, Shanaka, they didn't allow the Zahirians to get any momentum, isn't it? At that first instance itself, they got in behind, got into the maul, put their heads in and counter-drove. Just a bit surprised that Zahira opted for a 4-man line out from that situation, isn't it? I just don't think that was the correct call. 5 meters away from your try line, why would you go with a 4-man line out?
Yes, Abdullah was surprised to see that the driving maul was the call, because with a 4-man you'd expect maybe a little bit of razzmatazz. That one is not straight. They've given away another opportunity
Line out, toss come.
to Zahira. 2 yellow cards for Zahira in these final few moments, and it's a mountain to climb with 13 men.
Number 11.
Yes, but I don't think there's many players remaining. As far as Zahira is concerned, Shanakar, I think they just need to focus on just getting that losing bonus point.
If they've got their 4 tries, then they're through with
1 minute
and you need to be within 7 to win the losing bonus point. So you've got to discuss the Swiss Tech player of the game, Abdullah. I think Karavita and Dias in trying conditions are probably the prime runners. It's been a game that has been suited for the forwards in the wet.
Steady, keep your weight control.
Oh, it's been knocked on. Oh, that's a shame. He's played so well, Samath, today. And in the end, with the pressure on, and now it's the Thomians who got a mouth on them.
Yes, just pressure, nothing else. Amazing what pressure does. Samath just trying to rush out a bit, isn't it, before he got his hands on the ball. But what a performance it's been by the Thomians.
So I'm going to leave it to you, Abdullah.
Hurry up, hurry up.
Karavita or Dias?
Yes, well, I think I just have to lean towards Dias, Shanak. I thought his decision making, his ability to just get out behind that first line of defense with the ball in hand and making the correct decisions at the correct time.
There it is again, another driving kick for field position. Here's Iman. Oh, that ball is straight in front of his wing 3/4, who hasn't had a good day since he's come on. And that's the game. And the Thomians will breathe a huge sigh of relief. And there are no unbeaten teams left in Group 3A. This was a really important win for the blue, black and blue, and Zahira coming in with so many hopes, but their cup aspirations are far from over if the Thomians can do them a favor next week.
Yes, well, what a performance it's been by the Thomians. A game that fluctuated both ways, but eventually it's the Thomians who just held their nerve, kept on hanging in there, bounced back at the correct time, and eventually recording a well-deserved victory. What a performance it's been, and what a turnaround as well, isn't it, for the Thomians, Shanaka? Brilliant performance by the Thomians.
For both teams for their 4 tries. So St. Thomas's will take away 6 points from this game. Zahira will take away 1. And how will those bonus points add up in the final equation in what is likely to be a 3-way battle for the cup? 4-way battle for the cup, perhaps.
Yes, well, this Group C has got all the more interesting. Will very well go into the final week. Of course, a lot will depend on tomorrow's game as well, where Roy will have to travel up to Kandy to face the Kingswoodians. But what a performance by the Thomians. Clearly coming here in as underdogs. And what was impressive about this win, Shanak, I thought they just held their nerve at the correct moment, isn't it? Whenever the pressure was being applied, they went into the lead. They did concede the lead, but they always hung in there. And that just shows a sign of a team which has a lot of spirit.
And the good thing for the coaching staff also, Abdullah, for this Thomian team is that it's the unforced errors that are allowing the opposition into the game. And if they can keep working on those, then there are not a lot of huge fixes. Of course, the line-out remains Zahira and really important work on for the next week. But in terms of improvement, it has certainly been
putting themselves right in the mix for that cup qualification.
Well, luckily for the crowd, they're able to get onto the field and squish about on the grass. First points from Mayank Das in the second half, and then Aluvihara got his try. Das with an important conversion at that stage of the game just to give the Thomians a little bit of a lead, and then that was a superb try by Riaz. Saifullah was on the money with his kicks. It was a nice steal in the line out as well, but without the gaps being closed, and that's when St. Thomas's stormed back, and Mikhail Karunaratne scored an important try, the skipper, to put Thora into the lead. And that goal conversion did go over, and this was a nice bit of work from the three quarters. Ran straight, drew and passed, and Hakim Chunchi conceding a yellow card there, and St. Thomas's making no mistake from getting from 6 points to 9 points in front.
Yeah, so what a game we witnessed here at the Zahira College Sports Ground. Zahira coming after that big win against Royal last week, but just unable to back that performance up. Going into at halftime with a 4-point lead, but the Thomians putting on a brilliant performance in the second half to snatch what you'd have to say eventually a relatively comfortable victory, just going by the margin, isn't it, Shanaka?
Well, it was a lot closer than the 9 points suggested, Abdullah, as we have 3 fixtures coming up tomorrow. Nittavela, hopefully the rain will stay away as St. Anthony's take on Lumbini, and Royal travel to Kingswood, and they will be playing at the Pallakalle grounds as well. And Science College will be taking on Thurston in what is an all-important game. Thurston have been playing well so far, and you'd have to think they'll be favourites in that game, but they have to make the trek to Mount Lavinia.
Yeah, that's right. The bottom 2 games on that list just going to be very crucial as we go into the final weekend of the first round of this Dialog League encounter.
Well, the Minarets keep their watch over Zahira, and the crowd discusses the 70 minutes that was. Thanks very much for joining us on this broadcast on the Papare from wherever you are watching in the world, from the broadcast team who braved the rain to bring you this visuals, and from Abdullah Yusuf and myself, it's goodbye for now.
every season. Customizable. Lightweight. Made to last beautifully. Alumex fencing system.
නව Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Pain can pause your active life. Get the all-new Woo Pain Relief Spray for fast, long-lasting pain relief.
ගෙවන් යන්න ෆෝන්ස් ගන්න ළඟම ආබාන්ස් එකට යන්න ලොකු පොඩි හැම ෆෝන්ස් ගන්න ළඟම ආබාන්ස් එකට යන්න හොඳම ෆෝන් එකක් ගන්න ළඟම ආබාන්ස් එකට යන්න
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
Saratona enjoy කරන්න party එකට go.
Black Night Go. Pocket perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun Tamari.
නව Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවුසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබටයි.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
දවසම refresh වෙන්න train එකට go.
Black Night Go. Pocket perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
For passion, a competitive spirit is for the night owls, the hard workers. It's for those who do and want to keep doing. Right. Real energy.
එතකොට මහත්තයාට උනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Introducing the 2025 TVS Apache RTR 204V.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Kitchen එක ආබාන්ස් කරන්නේ දැන් wife උත් happy එකේ ඉන්නේ. wife happy කරන්නේ. kitchen එක ආබාන්ස් කරන්නේ.
නව Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි. Perfectly. Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් quotation එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Let's KFC.
Making moments special. Most value for money from KFC.
නව Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහමයි.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Perfectly. Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
නව Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහමයි.
Pain can pause your active life. Get the all-new Woo Pain Relief Spray for fast, long-lasting pain relief.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamai.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Pain can pause your active life. Get the all-new Woo Pain Relief Spray for fast, long-lasting pain relief.
නව Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහමයි.
දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න. O3 Spirit and Freedom perfumed body spray.
Introducing new Air Action Mentos, the peak of freshness. Mentos, yes to fresh.
නව Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහමයි.
අවුව නිසා බොඩි එක කූල් නැත්තම් මයින්ඩ් එකත් කූල් නැහැ. ඒකට තමයි ඩෙටෝල් අයිසිකූල්. අවුවත් එක්ක ඇති වෙන දාඩිය නිසා හැදෙන විෂ බීජ වලින් ආරක්ෂා කර ඔබේ ඇඟ 3 ගුණයකින් කූල් කරයි.
Built for every season. Customizable. Lightweight. Made to last beautifully. Alumex fencing system.
නව Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහමයි.
අබාන්ස් ෆ්‍රිජ් කියන්නේ පවුලට හරිම ෆ්‍රිජ් එකක්. අබාන්ස් ෆැමිලි එකට හරියන අපේ රටේ ෆ්‍රිජ් එක.
නව Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහමයි.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamai.
නව Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහමයි.
Pain can pause your active life. Get the all-new Woo Pain Relief Spray for fast, long-lasting pain relief.
අවුව නිසා බොඩි එක කූල් නැත්තම් මයින්ඩ් එකත් කූල් නැහැ. ඒකට තමයි ඩෙටෝල් අයිසිකූල්.
Introducing new Air Action Mentos, the peak of freshness. Mentos, yes to fresh.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබටයි.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Love Rugby.
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun Tamari.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
අවුව නිසා බොඩි එක කූල් නැත්තම් මයින්ඩ් එකත් කූල් නැහැ. ඒකට තමයි ඩෙටෝල් අයිසි කූල්. අවුවත් එක්ක ඇති වෙන දාඩිය නිසා හැදෙන විෂ බීජ වලින් ආරක්ෂා කර ඔබේ ඇඟ 3 ගුණයකින් කූල් කරයි.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Saratona enjoy කරන්න party එකට go.
Go pocket perfume youth එකට go එකක්.
Love Rugby.
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun Tamari.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබටයි.
Introducing new Air Action Mentos, the peak of freshness. Yes, too fresh.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence. Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
එතකොට මහත්තයාරුනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් Swiss Tech නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. Swiss Tech ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න O3 Spirit and Freedom perfumed body spray.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස්ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස්ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි. නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Pain can pause your active life. Get the all-new Woo Pain Relief Spray for fast, long-lasting pain relief.
Introducing the 2025 TVS Apache RTR 204V.
ගෙවන් යන්න ෆෝන්ස් ගන්න ළඟම ආබාන්ස් එකට යන්න ලොකු පොඩි හැම ෆෝන්ස් ගන්න ළඟම ආබාන්ස් එකට යන්න හොඳම ෆෝන් එකක් ගන්න ළඟම ආබාන්ස් එකට යන්න.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
For passion, a competitive spirit. It's for the night owls, the hard workers. It's for those who do and want to keep doing. Right, real energy.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Introducing new Air Action Mentos, the peak of freshness. Yes, too fresh.
අවුව නිසා බොඩි එක කූල් නැත්තම් මයින්ඩ් එකත් කූල් නැහැ. ඒකට තමයි ඩෙටෝල් අයිසි කූල්. අවුවත් එක්ක ඇති වෙන දාඩිය නිසා හැදෙන විෂ බීජ වලින් ආරක්ෂා කර ඔබේ ඇඟ 3 ගුණයකින් කූල් කරයි.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Pain can pause your active life. Get the all-new Woo Pain Relief Spray for fast, long-lasting pain relief.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Love Rugby.
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun Tamari.
Captain Cool, Captain Cool, Captain Cool.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි. නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහමයි.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamari.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහමයි.
කිචන් එක අබාස් කරන්නේ දැන් වයිෆුත් හැපි එකේ ඉන්නේ
වයිෆ් හැපි කරන්න කිචන් එක අබාස් කරන්න.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
ඔයාල කැපිලා පෙන්න ඔෆිස් එකට go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume Youth එකට go එකක්.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවුසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබට
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහමයි.
Introducing new Air Action Mentos, the peak of freshness. Mentos, yes to fresh.
Captain Cool, Captain Cool, Captain Cool.
අවුව නිසා බොඩි එක කූල් නැත්තම් මයින්ඩ් එකත් කූල් නැහැ. ඒකට තමයි Dettol Icy Cool.
Let's KFC. Making moments special. Most value for money from KFC.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහමයි.